It's no deal between President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Talks in Hanoi over ending North Korea's nuclear weapons program broke down after Kim insisted all sanctions on his country be lifted. When asked during a press conference about the abrupt end to the summit, President Trump said sometimes you just have to walk away.
We have to have sanctions, and he wants to denuke, but he wants to just do areas that are less important than the areas that we want. We know the country very well, believe it or not. We know every inch of that country, and we have to get what we have to get.
Yahoo Finance's Rick Newman joining me now. Good morning, Rick.
Hey.
Is this all part of the art of the deal for President Trump, walking away abruptly?
There's no art of any deal here. In fact, one of the puzzling things is why did they not sort of get to this point before announcing a summit meeting? I mean, usually when you have a summit between the leaders of two nations, the negotiators have worked out most of the details ahead of time, so you know you're going to have something to talk about, something to announce when you get there. So President Trump and his team seem not to have done that, which is one of the bigger surprises to me.
Or could it be that they did and then Kim Jong-un just changed it up?
I guess it could be, but there's no indication that that actually happened. I mean, and this does seem to be the way President Trump operates. He seems to think that he needs to be in the room with his counterpart, and that is the thing that is going to get to a deal. So I think, as we do the post-mortem here, one of the big questions is, where was the groundwork leading up to this meeting? Was there any groundwork at all, or did Trump just think he would be able to pull it all off himself? I think there's probably some relief, however, among some North Korea hawks who were worried that President Trump would give something away without getting anything in return. And at least he seems to be walking away without having made any concessions. A big one would have been agreeing to pull U.S. troops out of South Korea, or at least some of them out of South Korea.
Yeah. So what happens next? Do we know? Is there any kind of a timeline?
We have no idea what happens next. So, I mean, to put this in broader context, North Korea has stopped doing those the underground nuclear tests, and they have stopped firing missiles around Asia. I guess if they wanted to really be bellicose, they could resume that. But they also seem to be satisfied with the progress of those programs. And again, the experts who watch this say, look, they are continuing to develop their nuclear program. There are no signals at all that North Korea has slowed down development of its nuclear program. So that will continue, perhaps just more quietly than we were seeing in 2017 when all these tests and the saber rattling was going on.
All right, Rick, thanks for that.